Now it is my pleasure to pass the mic to Dr. Abdul Majid Komiti.
So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good afternoon, salam satu Malaysia. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MAE Youth PER Research and Development Forum with the theme Commercializing Research and Development Finding. As we all know, research and development is an important aspect of technological, social, and economic development. For the nation, the more innovation produced, the more robust the economy will become, especially in the face of the global competition. Research, development, and commercialization is core business and responsibility of every university lecturer, besides teaching and professional services. To this end, the Ministry of Higher Education is encouraging universities to accelerate their R&D activities by, for example, offering incentives to research universities. However, with so much encouragement and support given, our research development and commercialization are still far behind countries like South Korea, Japan, and Taiwan. Question remains if research findings still enough on the racks of libraries and researchers' office. Are the academicians in the universities able to commercialize their research findings? Are they aware of the support available for them to convert their research findings into commercial products and services? Do they practice patenting their inventions? Is what the government doing adequate, or is there more to do? This forum is hopes to discuss these issues and shed light to the question of commercializing the research and development findings in the field of both sciences and social sciences. To analyze and discuss such important issues and questions, we are delighted to have with us this afternoon three distinguished specialists, panelists, who are renowned in their respective fields, a mix between academician, researcher, and corporate figures. There are, on my right, Professor Dr. Barjai Bardai, adjunct professor and program director of the Global MBA program, University of Abu Raza, UNIRAZA. On my left, Dr. Kodi Isparan Kadasami, I hope correct. Vice President, Agriculture, Malaysian Biotechnological Corporation, Biotechro, and on the far left, Mr. Ong Chui Kun, correct. Senior Principal Consultant of the Selim Berhad. So welcome all distinguished panelists. Before we begin, let me share with you that we have about 90 minutes for all panelists to present their cases, and an additional 15 minutes for Q&A answer, question session. As such, I hope each panelist can present his case within 30 minutes. Thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to our first panelist. Professor Dr. Barjai Bardai is a chartered accountant with a bachelor's degree in accounting from University of Malaya, diploma in professional accounting, University of Malaya, Master of Science in Industrial Administration from the Austin Business School, diploma in international taxation from the Harvard Law School, and PhD in taxation from the University of College London. Professor Barjoy has been teaching accounting and taxation in UKM since 1975. He also has taught business creativity and innovation in the MBA program since 1986 at UKM, UTM, UNIRAZA, UNISAR, Maths and Islamic Finance and Banking at INSEAD and University of Malaya. Professor Barjai has supervised numerous masters and PhD students since 1993. He currently supervises 18 PhD students, and Professor Barjai also runs a few venture capital projects on Koyangku Industries, then the hydrofuel industries, microwave technology application, and so on. And his life ambition is to establish the Qadrul Hasan, bank in Malaysia. So Professor Bajwa is currently the Program Director of MBA Global Islamic Finance program at Unirazak, while also teaching at various other 7 institutions of higher learning as an adjunct professor. Without further ado, I now call upon Professor Badai to present this case. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings to everyone. A very good afternoon. I have been an academician since 1975, and I realized this problem with being an academician. We will be doing a lot of research, and a lot of research will stay as article in the journal and be kept on the shelf without anybody looking at it. And after a few years, it become out of date. I am an academic advisor of the Petronas University. Yesterday we had the advisory meeting, and again, that was the issue. They came up with a lot of research findings, but nothing got commercialized, simply because there were no expertise in commercializing it. Because everybody assumed that commercializing research finding is a humongous effort that cannot be done by academicians. What I want to relate to you today is my experience. I had the opportunity of taking a long sabbatical leave in 1994. In 1994, I took a long leave and I started a venture capital setup, and I was involved in the digital boom during the 90s, and I was based in Silicon Valley. And what they were doing in Silicon Valley at that time was trying to spread this program of commercializing research finding. So initially, the professor were working with warehouse owner, and this warehouse owner have got warehouse that are empty because there were no tenant, and they just partition this warehouse into cubicle, and they get the professor to work on this cubicle to try and commercialize their research finding. And what they do then is they set up team, and this team will normally comprise of corporate lawyers. Then they call it as investment banker, accountant, and some broker. And so they are working on this cubicle, preparing what is called the information memorandum, which is actually the draft prospectus. Then they circulate this through the broker firm, because the broker has got the networks of investors, and soon they will get a lot of inquiry from investors who are interested to explore the technology. Then come a new being there called the angel. And this angel, they are actually funders, but they are friendly funders. They are investors who have got plenty of money, and they are willing to take the risk. In their calculation, if they put in money in 10 projects, they know that 9 will fail, and they are prepared for that. But the one that will be successful will immediately go for listing. And so they worked with this broker and created this mechanism so that they could list